Hey guys, Callahan here. This video is all about our current crisis and what we as entrepreneurs can do to make things a little bit more sane and help us be successful during this time. One of the things I talk about a lot with my clients and during speaking engagements is that no two career trajectories look the same. But something they all have in common is that it's never a straight line, right? Like we are always pivoting, and we should, because that means we're adaptable, we're flexible, and we're teachable. And so this is a very enforced time that we need to stop, reflect, and pivot. No matter what your normal day-to-day looks like, I guarantee it's slightly been affected by what's happening right now, even if you're used to working from home. Maybe your clients aren't. Maybe your customer base is experiencing some major pain points right now. And that means you have to adjust, you have to adapt, and you have to pivot how your messaging goes out to them. So I have some tips that hopefully you can implement today to help ease a little bit of the stress that is potentially revolving around our current social distancing and medical crisis. Number one, create a routine and a space that feels comfortable and productive to you. So even if you're not used to working in your home, you want to create a space somewhere that you have that is designated to work, that feels productive, it feels like you can set up a good workflow, and likewise, you want to block your time and defend it. Whatever you have to do, put it on the calendar. Make it so that if you are supposed to be writing copy during this time, you are writing copy. I don't care if the dryer goes off or the doorbell rings. You don't need to answer the doorbell anyway because you shouldn't be seeing people, but you defend that time. Keep your time your own. Make sure that you are working through that, and you will feel a lot more productive at the end of the day when there's so many other things you really can't control. Number two, keep communicating with your customers. Keep the conversation going with your clients. You can do that a number of ways. Email lists are great right now. I know I have received so many emails from places that I probably have not been a patron of for a year or 5, but I know that they are communicating. I know that they are thinking of their customers. Talk to people on social media. If you have a following, now is the time to make sure they know where you stand, if you're still open for business, how they can reach you, what you're doing to support their efforts, and how they can find you most easily. Another really popular tool is stories. You could make a story about how you're deciding to set up your new home office, or what different things that you're implementing to make sure that you can keep going throughout your day. Share that with them. If that's something that you found really helpful, pass on that knowledge. Maybe it's something they can implement too. Of course, I'm a huge proponent of video. If you cannot be in person and continue to communicate with your customers, video is the next best thing. If you feel comfortable on live, open up that conversation. And along with having a routine, you could set a live at a certain time and be consistent with that throughout the week or every day if that's something that you feel like your customers and your clients need to hear from you. That way you are continuing the conversation in a live, responsive format. Number 3, learn something. I know as an entrepreneur, there are always different technologies, new plugins, new things that come out that I wish I could just dedicate a bunch of time to like really deep dive on that, or learn more about a particular algorithm and be the Jill of all trades. But we don't always build that time in, and we have to push it to the back sometimes because we're working with clients or we're launching a campaign and we have other things that come to the forefront. So take this time to allow yourself to stop, reflect, and pivot. What is a skill that you really want to strengthen, but you just quite haven't been dedicating the time to it? Now is the time to do it. There are a ton of resources. I keep seeing that a lot of companies are opening up what would normally be paid memberships. So keep an eye peeled for that. Look into your local libraries, videos, tutorials, all kinds of online resources, and see where the skill set that you want to improve is falling, and really do a deep dive on that and see how you can improve the rest of your business because of it. Number 4, for all the marketers out there, please do not use this time to hard sell and use fear mongering as a tactic. It's not the time. The only way through this is together. And if you're putting out that type of toxicity, that is no way to unite people. And I really do believe that the companies that are creating a sense of unity and they're contributing to the community and they're trying to help, those are the companies that are really going to rise to the top when this is all over and the dust settles. I don't know that the companies that are trying to push and sell and convince people that their only way to survive this is to spend their last few dollars with you, I don't know that those companies are going to have a place in the market when we come out on the other side of this. Number 5, if you have never considered it, if you've sort of toyed with the idea or you're not really sure, e-learning is one of the fastest growing industries. It's huge. And just like I suggested to you that you find online resources to deep dive on a skill that you've been wanting to learn, you currently possess some knowledge that somebody else really needs to know. Someone out there right now is searching for something you are an expert in, and you could be the one to teach them. Maybe it's something that is already a part of a course that you teach in person. Maybe you're a fitness instructor. You could move some of these things online and create a course that brings people relief, provides them with a solution, and comforts them in a time that they're not able to leave and find external sources. So it doesn't have to be a fully built out course. You don't have to worry about what if, what you wish you had, what could be. Work with what you have right now and create a course. It could be a $20 course that is one very straightforward deep dive on a particular skill. But if you're providing people value and you are helping them reach a goal, you are expanding your customer base, but you're also providing an additional product or service that you didn't have before, and maybe you could even retain when you get back to business as usual. So I would really encourage people to look into the possibility of creating an online course. It gives you the opportunity to help a lot of people without having to physically be there with them, and that's exactly what we're all trying to cope with right now. So hopefully these are tips that can be really helpful to you that you can actually start implementing today. Comment below and let me know if you have tried any of these and what adaptations you've made and what's really worked well for you. I hope everybody is staying safe, follow the guidelines of your local government, and continue to practice really good hygiene and safe social distancing. Of course, I want you to subscribe to this channel, like and comment, follow me on social channels, and I will see you in the next video. Be safe.